Hey there, I'm looking gorgeous again. We're on day 2 of wood chipping. I finally got all the wood chips done in my backyard. I went and helped a friend get wood chips from a local place for free. My neighbor was so nice, he let me borrow his truck. Super, super nice. I finished all my grapevines, my blueberry bushes, my raspberry bushes. I got a ton of chips in my rose garden, and I started my front yard. So I am a hot mess, but I'm okay with that. We still got to eat dinner, so I'm still gonna make dinner with you guys. We're not doing a very healthy dinner tonight. We are having ham sliders, Katie's Hawaiian ham sliders. And I know mostly people use this for like appetizer food, but we use it for dinner too. So it's one of those fun, it's like it's Friday night, let's watch a movie as a family kind of night. So tonight we're having french fries, ham sliders, and some fruit. So yum. Okay, let's look at what we're gonna need for our ham sliders. We are going to use some King Hawaiian rolls. If I can get the kind that are 2 rolls, I don't know what they're called, but there's like 2 rolls stuck together instead of just the smaller ones, then I try to do that. Otherwise, when I cut these, I just cut them so that each serving is like 2 rolls stuck together. And I usually get these at Sam's Club, and then I freeze them, or sometimes I get them at Aldi's because they have the low-fat kind, and then I freeze them until I need them, and I just defrost them the day of. We're going to need ham. It says in the recipe that you need 24 pieces of ham. So I usually have whatever containers in our fridge. We finish that off, and then I get one out of the freezer. We use that. We're going to need 24 slices of provolone cheese. And then for the top, we're going to need 3/4 cup of butter, or it's 3/4 stick of a butter. So I'm going to say it's 3/4 stick of a butter and go with that tonight, because that seems a lot healthier than 1.5 sticks of butter. Dijon mustard. I'm going to use some diced onion. You can use minced onion, just in your regular spices. Poppy seeds and Worcestershire sauce, however you say that. Hopefully I said it right. I don't know. Okay, so let's plug in and get going. All right, let's scooch it over a little bit. So what I did is I got my biggest bakey, like casserole pan sheet out. And this one, oh, that's hot. It's on the oven. This one's 11 by 15. So I get that out for my family of 4. And then what I do, actually, let's go ahead. We're going to make our sauce first and let it just kind of boil while we're assembling. So let's get a pan, and we'll put 3/4 of a stick of butter in. So we're going to pretend that that's so much healthier, you know. Hey, Dad. Hey, Jen Fields. So let's see. Half would be 4, 3/4 would be 6 tablespoons of butter. Yeah, is this sounding super healthy or what? I promised you it wouldn't be healthy, but it will be good. It will be delicious. So we're going to stick that in a pan. And to that, we need to get some measuring spoons. I think I might cut my butter so it melts a little faster. I don't know if that really is really true, or if it just makes me feel like it's melting faster. All right. These measuring spoons. All right. And to this, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoons. I said teaspoons, but I meant tablespoons. First, actually, I'm going to do my dry ingredients because it's easier for me to do it that way. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of minced onion. Then, with my Dijon mustard, I'm going to do 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And yes, I did wash my hands. I have been working in wood chips all day, but I've washed my hands several times since I've been back inside. So, it's okay that I'm doing that. Don't judge me. Alright. There we go. And did you know that there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon? So if we need, for our Worcestershire sauce, we need 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. We can use our 1/2 tablespoon and it will be the same measurement. So what I'm trying to say the long way around is, hey Jessica, is that 1.5 tablespoons is the same, sorry, back that up. half a tablespoon is the same as 1.5 teaspoons. That's what I'm trying to say. Hope that made sense after like my third try. Okay, so we're going to put a half a tablespoon or 1.5 teaspoons, because it's the same thing, of Worcestershire sauce in there. And then we're just going to put this on the stove, on the oven range. I'm going to not put it super high because my butter's not melted yet. And we'll let that start to work its magic. And we'll assemble our little bread, our sandwiches here. All right. So let me get these out. So this is a fun thing if you're having a party and you want to have appetizers. This is a good thing. Or if you're the Trumbles and you want to have a fun dinner on Friday night. That works too. So instead, before I break these all up, I take my bread knife. Hey, Sean Brown. Hope you had fun in Vegas, baby. I take my knife and I'm just going to cut them in half all the way through. Then we'll go ahead and play with them a little bit and get them where we need. So, try not to cut my hand, because that would not taste so good on the sandwich. So I probably will end up doing like one side and then go back on the other side. Oof, come on. Go through, no pinky slices. There we go. Good, good. So I kind of went through this first half, so now I'm going to flip it over and we'll go through the other side. And remember I said, since we're doing these for dinner for our family, instead of them being like each little roll, we're going to double our rolls and make it into like a little more of a sandwich size. So now I'm going to cut down like this. Of course he's not playing right. So we're going to cut down, slice down all the way. And then we're just going to slice halfway. So I did each row one way, and then I'm doing halfway so that I have my double sandwich. Okay, so I'm taking off my tops, not my top, my tops of my bread. And I'm going to take all the bottoms, and I'm going to place them in our pan and line them up. This is also a really good recipe. My friend that gave it to me, she used to use it like after Easter or Christmas when she had a ham, and she'd have all this like sliced ham left over. That's when she would make this for her family. Or I guess if you like had for Christmas, if you had sorry, I have to flip my fries. Hey, Holly Bryson! So, as I told you guys, this is not going to be healthy dinner. And so we're having French fries with our dinner. Frozen French fries, not fried fries, because frozen French fries are not as bad for you as like if you had like a, you know, fryer, you were frying them, right? I'm baking them, so that's healthy, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip these over and put them back in the oven. I can't have deep fried stuff because it makes me sick. But I can have onion fries, and that makes life happy again. But it's not an everyday occurrence. It's a treat. So, alright. Flipped the fries. We're going to salt the fries because salt is good. Unless you have high blood pressure, then stay away from your salt. Okay. And we're going to put this back in. We're going to go ahead and get a whisk out. Then we're going to whisk up our sauce that we made because our butter's starting to melt, and I don't want my onions or anything to burn to the bottom of my pan. But I still want it low and slow because I don't want it to boil too much and that we want to finish making our sandwiches. Okay, so my family, a whole package of these fills up almost all of it, and then I do another like half of a package for the extra space. And then I'll put the rest in the freezer and use them the other half next time we have this meal. So this is really not a meal that takes a lot of culinary skills. It's actually quite simple. And, but it's yummy too. I love this stuff. So it's not healthy. I don't know if you guys know that I do Weight Watchers, but I do Weight Watchers, and these are a ton of points. But, you know, if you're only doing it once a month, it's not so bad. So we're slicing our last little bits that we're gonna add to our pan. Oh, and I was saying, so my friend, she does them on, she'll take the ham for Christmas and then she'll make these like for New Year's Eve treat. There you go. So, reduced fat ideas. I don't have a lot. You can lessen the butter. You could use the reduced fat Hawaiian rolls. You could not eat as many of them. That's all I got for you though, sorry. I wish I had more ideas to reduce the fat, but the taste is really yummy. Okay, so we're going to put these rolls to the side. We're done with those. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to take these pieces also and put them to the side. I'm going to try not to burn my fingers over here. Alright, now we're going to layer our ham and layer our cheese. So originally you were supposed to use probably 12 rolls. That's why there's probably 24 pieces of ham, and 24 pieces of cheese, so that you could have a piece of ham and a piece of cheese on each one. I just use whatever I have until it's all gone. And my daughter doesn't like cheese, so some of them don't get cheese because she's not a big fan, and I usually am low on cheese. So usually I won't stand for short order cook kind of things, but when I'm low on that, then I'm like, it's okay, because that means the rest of us get more cheese. Haha. Okay, so I'm just kind of folding it over into like 2 or 3 pieces so that they don't really totally overlap from sandwich to sandwich. Okay. Get our other package open, which I should have done before I did that because now my fingers are all icky. Hey, Brianna. Alright, so we're going to put our other package of ham on there. And then I'm going to layer it with a thing of cheese, and then I'm going to go back and do another ham, and then another cheese. Super fancy stuff here, people. Super fancy. Okay. 1. Okay, and the cheese I fold in half usually too, because I don't want it to like overlap and not that person to get the cheese or the ham on their sandwich. That would be so sad. Of course, now I can't get these apart. There we go. The cheese I'm using is provolone cheese. If you would like to use like a more meltier cheese, like what's that called? Mozzarella. You could use mozzarella. I can't eat mozzarella; it makes me sick. But provolone I think is really good on this. It tastes good, and it's we need a knife. It tastes good, and it melts really nice. Alright, I can hear that our sauce is starting to bubble. Our butter is all melted now. Okay, good. Okay, so for those that weren't here at the beginning, in our sauce it's butter, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, minced onion. I think that's everything. Dijon mustard, yep, and butter. Yeah, we said that. Okay, so we'll leave one for Holly without cheese. We're going to go back and re-ham. So last night we had something that was one of Holly's favorites, and Josh, he thinks it's okay. And tonight we're having one of Josh's favorites, and Holly just thinks it's okay. These hams I think I'm going to split in half because I'm running out of ham. So, da-da. That one, and we'll split one more in half, and then we're going to cheese it up, and then we're going to top it with our buns. Okay, this I might have to split in half too, so let's see what happens. Doesn't have to be pretty, nobody's going to see the inside, so it's alright if it's not pretty. Cheese. Oh, I was just one short. No, I'm not. I'm going to be good. Perfect. Yay. That person gets extra cheese. Happy day for them. Okay. So now what we're going to do is just go back with our tops. So our sandwiches are going to be like this big. Hey, Jen Ferguson. So we're going back with our tops. Putting them back on our little sandwiches. And then what we do Okay, I'm missing, how did that happen? I'm missing 2 tops, people. I think I might have put some tops on the bottom. I don't know what I did. 2 buns walked away. That's so funny to me. That's all right. I got this. We're gonna cheat. Let's take one of our rolls out of the package, cut it in half. Bam! That's how we do things. Okay, so we got all that on there. And we got our topping, I guess you would say. And we're gonna pour this over as evenly as possible, but if it's not even, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. And also, I didn't do 3/4 of a cup of butter, I did 3/4 of a stick of a butter, so hopefully that's enough. Holly, do you want sauce on yours?
What?
Do you want sauce on yours?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I do, please.
Okay, so Holly doesn't get sauce, which works out fine, because then the more us, I'll get more. Yay, okay. And then the last step that you're going to take is you're going to take some poppy seeds, and you're going to sprinkle the poppy seeds. Hey, Jenny! You're going to sprinkle the poppy seeds over the top. And again, if you have somebody that doesn't like poppy seeds, then you can leave those off. But it just gives like a little bit extra crunch, I think, to it. Poppies. Okay. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to put these in the oven for 350 at, okay, take 2. Let me put these in the oven. Okay, so we're going to put these in the, we're going to do our oven at 350 degrees. We're going to put them in there right next to our french fries. We're going to let them cook for 20 minutes. So I should set a timer. I have probably checked them actually at 17 minutes because the tops, what you're looking for is, oh, sorry that you couldn't see. Let me show you. I'll show you one more time. Sorry. Okay, there we go. That's what they look like in there. They're going to get all nice and brown. There's our french fries. They're going to get all nice. And you just want them to brown on top. So what we're looking for is like for the meat to warm up, for the cheese to get all melty, and for the tops to get like the butter and the onion and the Dijon kind of make like this like little crustiness on top. Ah, makes my mouth water just thinking about it. So to make this healthy, we are going to add some fruit to the side. Because, you know, we're having our baked french fries, and we only use 3/4 of a stick of butter instead of 3/4 of a cup. So, you know, we are legit healthy now. Yeah. But it's sure going to taste good. So I will go ahead and I will take a picture. I'm not going to post the recipe because it's written in shorthand. So I'm just going to tell you guys again what it is. Hawaiian rolls. Get a package of those. If you want to double it, get more than 1 package. You need ham, deli sliced ham, 24 pieces if you're going to your deli, or I use about a tub and a half for our family because we use more than 12 Hawaiian rolls. We use I think 14 or 16. You need 24 pieces of either provolone cheese or what's that cheese I can't eat? The kind that's on pizza. Okay, that cheese. I'm sorry, I cannot remember all of a sudden. With mozzarella. There we go. Mozzarella cheese. You need 24 slices of that. Then for your sauce that goes on top, you need 3/4 of a cube of butter, a tablespoon of minced onion. You need 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard and a 1/2 tablespoon of Worcestershire. Put all that stuff in the in a pan, in a saucepan, heat it through while you're assembling your sandwiches, and then once you put the top bun on top, go ahead and pour that stuff over and then sprinkle it with poppy seeds. Bake at 350 for 20 minutes. There you go. So I hope you guys all had a really great Friday, are going to enjoy your Friday night, and thank you, Jenny. There's a delay, so I just now see that it is mozzarella. Yeah, you could totally use Swiss cheese. I really like the way that provolone cheese melts. And that's why I said you could use mozzarella too, because you know, like when you pick up mozzarella, it's like super stringy, cheesy. But you could totally use Swiss cheese. I think Swiss cheese would work really well as well. But I just tend to have provolone in my freezer, so that's what we use. But thank you all for watching, and I think I've already done pizza with you, and I'm pretty sure we're doing pizza for dinner tomorrow night. So I don't know. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Oh, for those of you that follow me on my garden kind of channel, the My Sow Called Farm is on Facebook. I posted on there. Thank you for all the love. I got approved for my chickens. So tomorrow I'm going and I'm gonna go and get me some little baby chicks. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I'll probably be talking about those in the upcoming days. Oh, you guys, I love the love. It makes me feel so happy. All right, have a good night. I'll get off. All right, bye guys.